Hi, Anna here from To Educate and Beyond, and I wanted to walk you through my 5th grade EngageNY digital lesson workbooks. These workbooks are essentially each individual EngageNY math lesson for 5th grade, and they've been designed for you as the teacher to go through them with the students while you're teaching the lesson. These can be used both in a virtual setting or in an in-classroom setting. I've also included a version that doesn't have text boxes, so if you want to print that slideshow as a smartboard document or onto your Promethean board or whatever it is that you use, you could even print it on paper and then use it under a document camera. It's really however you want to use this resource, you can. So I'm just going to walk you through it. So the first slide is just a simple cover slide. And then the next slide is your module with the objective for the lesson. And then you'll notice here I've given students an area where they can type their name. The next slide is an editable success criteria slide. So I have put the objective for each lesson at the top of this slide, but then I know a lot of educators personally like to use I can statements, or they like to break down the objective into smaller chunks for their students. So I have given you a place to do that if you want to do that. Then it jumps right into the fluency review questions. And for each question, there is a text box for students to fill in the answers. And for example, if I were doing this with my class, I would, read 10 ones equals blank tens, and then I would have my students tell me the answer on 3, 2, 1. And then we would all fill it in here together, and they would also fill it in on their computers or Chromebooks having the same slideshow open as well. You can also upload these types of slideshows into Nearpod and make them draw, which is another reason I've included the version without text boxes. The next slide again just continues into your fluency. More fluency. The cool thing about this is, again, there are boxes for students to type their answers in, but then I have also included here students can type in each place value. So they could type in tens here, and then ones here, and so forth. And then these objects down here are actually movable. So say I want to show, it says to show 3 tens. So I'm going to show 1 10, 2 tens, 3 tens. And then students can actually use these place value discs below to actually move the pieces. And I'm just going to put those back. All right, and then go to the next slide. And every slide includes these buttons or these movable pieces. So if there's something that the students need to interact with, there should be movable pieces on that page for students to interact with. It also includes application problems, and then it goes straight into the concept development, which again also has movable pieces down here, and then students can fill in the place value chart by typing into it. And then it just continues on with every problem, and then it jumps into, after the concept development, there is the problem set. I have also included fillable problem sets. And then there are also movable pieces here on the problem sets. So we would want to show 3 ones. So you would move the circles, 3 circles into the ones place, and then the arrows to show and all of these objects can be resized. So you will want to teach students that they can resize the arrows and everything to make it fit on the place value chart. Once and it's every problem from the problem set is included, and then there is also a blank version of each problem set template. So if you want to create your own problems or copy and paste other resources into this slide, you can do that. For example, I might tell my students, go do lesson 1 in Zern instead of completing the problem set. The next thing again is, sorry, I skipped a slide, are the debrief questions. I will be adding text boxes to this slide. I just haven't done it yet. And then you have your exit ticket, which is also digital and has text boxes as well as movable pieces. And I also included a blank version of this. So if you want to create your own exit tickets or you want students to use an outside resource like a Google form, you could insert the link into this slide. They could click on that link and then do your assessment. So I really hope that you find these useful. I know I really needed this resource to teach math this school year, since I will be teaching virtually in the 2020-2021 school year. So I'm happy to help, and I will be working very, very hard to finish all of these lessons as well as the rest of the modules for 5th grade. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have questions, email me at toeducateandbeyond@gmail.com. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.